Hello everyone, welcome to Narayana IAS Academy. Today in this live discussion, we'll be having a topic which is there in Indian Express page number 9 and they have explained it beautifully. From 2014 to 2024, we did not have a leader of opposition. Was that required? Is that implicitly written in the constitution that if you don't have 10% of the seats of the total seats of Lok Sabha, rather, in that scenario, you won't be having a leader of opposition. So there are different things which we need to discuss in this particular article, right? And this is actually very important because UPSC has asked question on this particular article or on this particular topic rather, that is leader of opposition, in more ways than one, right? So this is a particular question which was asked in UPSC CSE 2018. I will give you one more practice question at the end. So there will be two questions, one PYQ, one practice question. If you know the answer of these questions, you can post it in the comment section and do try to participate. So this was the question which was asked. And you can try it and you can post your answer in the comment section. Coming on to the context of this particular article. So Rahul Gandhi, who is Rai Bareli MP. He has won from both the seats, Wayanad also, if I'm not wrong. So he is LoP in Lok Sabha because now Congress has got more than 10% of the seats or LS seats which was required. But was that actually required? Where is it written? We need to have a discussion on that. Position was vacant for 10 years as we have discussed from 2014 to 2024. It was vacant in the two Lok Sabha. And again, we'll talk about whether BJP is the guilty party who did not appoint LoP or has Congress also done similar thing in the past. We have to discuss that. So LoP definition, where is the definition or where this particular LoP term has been defined? Has it been defined in the constitution? The answer is no. And keep this particular point in mind because they can and they have already given UPSC that the definition of, let's say, no confidence motion has been explicitly mentioned in the constitution, or the definition of LoP has been explicitly mentioned. No, it has not been mentioned in the constitution. It has been mentioned in this particular act, the Salary and Allowances of Leaders of Opposition in Parliament Act 1977. So keep that in mind, right? And who is LoP? He is the leader of the largest opposition party. Here also there is no number per se. The largest opposition party can be even a party which has 30 seats or 35 seats. Need not be 10% of the LS seat, right? So clarification on the 10% rule. There is a former Lok Sabha Secretary General PDT Achari. He said that there is no rule requiring 10% of MPs for recognition as leader of opposition. So this has basically a convention. Generally there is some unsaid rule na. So this was an unsaid rule that if you have 10% of the seats, then only we will appoint a LoP. And it's not only about BJP. Even in 1984, you can see Congress has got more than 450 seats, if I'm not wrong. TDP was the largest party. They had around 30 MPs. Even then, they did not, Congress in this scenario did not appoint the leader of opposition. So it's not about BJP, it's not about Congress. Everyone has been guilty one way or the other. And we could have one LoP or in like from 2014 to 19 LS, and we could have one more LoP from 2019 to 2024. That means this is not a hard and fast rule. This is what I'm trying to tell you here. And this is basically a convention 10% scenario. So position and role of LoP. What is the actual role of LoP? So considered a shadow prime minister with a shadow cabinet. This shadow cabinet concept is very prominent in UK. Not that prominent in our country, but you can understand it in this way that if the Modi government loses majority currently, then you have an alternate prime minister in the form of Rahul Gandhi, who is LoP. And the cabinet which he'll be forming will be the shadow cabinet, right? And he is representing the opposition in committees for appointments of director of CBI, CVC, CIC, and there was a debate earlier also. There was one in the previous Lok Sabha, we did not have an LoP. So when it comes to appointment of CBI, there were some issues. Then Mallikarjun Kharge was involved in some way or the other. So these kind of issues were there in the previous LS. Order of precedence. This is important because not now, 10 years or 12 years back, UPSC used to ask questions on precedence. So LoP is at number 7 along with other high ranking official. Do keep this in mind because they will ask you whether it is at like the order of precedence is number 5, number 4, number 6. It is number 7 at the same rank as the other high ranking officials, right? Fine. Now, this is a question for you. So there was one PYQ which was given at the start. This is one practice question based on what we have read up until now. So you can have a look at these statements. I will not tell you the answer. The answer is there in the DNA video which we'll be posting today. So you can have a look at that video also. At the end we'll be discussing these questions. But if you know the answer, do post your answer in the comment section. the statement related to LoP. Which statement do you think, if you feel like all the statements are correct, then you can give the answer as D. If you feel like any statement is wrong, you're free to voice your opinion in that regard as well. Do post your answer in the comment section. So that's it for this particular live section or live video, live discussion, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully you understood the LoP concept. Hopefully you understood that this 10% is just a convention, not a hard and fast rule. Thank you. Take care. Be blessed. See you soon.